I'm Claire Lightning, and today's Illuminati message is going to be about color magic. So whether or not you are LGBTQ community or you're Christian, we all know the rainbow. Maybe you're just a Skittles fan, that's fine too. If you're not, we all know colors and we all know about the rainbow. And I just want to go over the colors and the meanings of the colors and how we can use the colors to affect our environment. So when you do things like this on purpose, that may be considered using magic. And this is just something that I call color magic. And so we're going to start with the rainbow. I'm going to add like a couple colors like pink and gray because I don't want to disclude them, and I feel like they're extra colors that aren't necessarily in the rainbow, and I think that they hold a lot of purpose and meaning. Our first color is going to be red. Red is going to be associated with maybe anger or authority, maybe like a competition, you know, if you're vigorous to win a competition or something like that, or if you're frustrated. And you might want to like project to your environment. If you get in a fight with somebody and you want to be subtle about it, you might, you know, wear red or have a lot of red things around you to let somebody know that you're upset. But you might, doing it this way might affect that person and it might make them upset. I mean, you kind of got to be smart with how you do it. If you have like on your core, like on your body and your core, you know, if somebody's looking at you and you want them to feel that way about you, you know, you want to wear the color on your core. You know, if you want to be in that type of environment, you might want to wear like, you know, a red bracelet or red earrings, or you might have a red jacket, something in your environment that's not going to be on your core or stay on your core. So it's going to be like, you know, the same effect with all the colors, like where you place them and how you want the people to feel about you or around you, how you want to affect their mood. So it's gonna, all the colors are gonna be like that. So the next color is orange, and orange is going to be associated probably with happiness or excitement. You might want to influence somebody, like if you go on a date, you know, you might want to have, you know, something orange on your core. If you like this person, you know, you might want to show them that you're happy or excited to do that, or that you're, you know, to let them know like a positive, you know, like if you see like a lot of people go to jail and they're usually represented as wearing orange because, you know, prison's going to be like a violent place, and they put the prisoners in orange because it's going to, you know, have some effect of influence. Now, so prison is a rough place, and you see like how mid this effect might be, but on a personal level, one-on-one, if it's affecting you, it might also be affecting them. You know, you have to really be in tune with the colors that you're using to do your color magic. So orange is going to be something positive. It's gearing towards something positive. Yellow is going to be something like annoying, sort of. Not quite angry like red, but maybe frustrated, annoyed. or irritated. And green is going to be calm, but you might think of other things that green might influence money. If you wear green, you might wear green to work. I'm not saying that means that they're gonna make more money or not, but it might help. But it's not necessarily associated with money. We think of green, you go to the grass and it's, calming, you have a good time in the grass, so it's going to be, back on the color spectrum with orange, something positive. But orange is more of like an excited, happy, and so green is going to be more like a calm, happy. So the next color is blue, and blues might be associated with being sad. They say with you got the blues. A lot of people don't like blue eyes. That might be the key behind it, because people with blue eyes tend to be sparkling, and the color blue is kind of like a sad color. So people who don't like blue eyes might associate this prejudice with feeling sad feelings because of the color magic. When they see into your eyes, they might feel sad. So if you want people to feel sad, I'm not saying wear blue to a funeral or something, but if you're going to do something that you need to dress appropriate, of feeling sad, you might go to something sacred where so I'm just saying, even though some of these colors are not positive messages, they might be appropriate. You might want to use, color magic to suit whatever, event that you have going on around you. So blue, and then the next one is indigo. And indigo is a funny color, we sometimes aren't very sure, like, what is this color? To the best of my understanding is that indigo is sort of a color like a aqua, somewhere between like a green and blue, like an aqua color, or I know that it's between blue and purple, but I perceive indigo to be like sort of a bit different. To express what the color looks like, I'm going to say that it's like an aqua color between green and blue, but maybe lighter. With this color, it tends to create positiveness, a calming, you happy, it might bring good luck. Like the color of mint is kind of like that green blue color. Sometimes you get a blue or greenish, or like in clothing, you might call this color mint, so it might be like a darker color of mint green. It's going to be happy, positive energy. And then the next one is purple or violet, and this color is associated with passion, and you might be very passionate about something. You want the people around you to be passionate, or dedicated. You might consider passionate to be dedicated or intriguing, commitment, or passionate. The other colors that I wanted to add is pink. Having pink in your environment is going to create a sense of love or attraction, maybe intimacy, but not necessarily intimacy. But we tend to generate the color pink with love, and we know that there are different kinds of loves. You might love your wife different than you love your daughter, but you still love them both. You know, you might be pink around both of them, but you might be like pink and purple around your wife and only pink around your daughter. And then the next color that I wanted to add is gray. And we tend to generate gray as gloomy. But it's not just gloomy, it's kind of like confusion color, you know, because it's not seeming to be good or bad, you know, it's about confusion. And if you're confused, you really don't know what's going on. Trying to avoid confusion, you might not want to wear gray, or you might want to wear gray like a certain way. Maybe if you're going on a date and you don't know if you want to be with this person, it's just a date, a first date, you might wear, you know, like gray eyeshadow, you know, but you don't want to wear gray all over, but, you know, so there's still, like you said, you know, there's always still a purpose, and even when these colors are giving off negative energy, you know, you can design them a certain way to suit a positive purpose or a sincere purpose. And the other color is black. And so we tend to associate the color black with darkness and being in the dark, you know, like I don't want to say that it's scary, because it's not scary to be in the dark. You know, what's out there in the dark is scary, and I don't want to confuse that with being dark, but we might consider wearing, you know, like you would wear black to a funeral, or if you close your eyes and you see black, it's kind of like nothing's there. But you know, there's a lot of beautiful things that can be black, like black lace. So why would you wear like black lace underwear? Well, you know, you're going to lose a part of you, sort of, you know. So, you know, again, even with black, when it seems to be something that you would wear to a funeral, then there's always something that you know that would be appropriate, you know, like wearing black lace undergarments when you are going to do something special with somebody special. And so that's just another perspective. And the color white is often associated with light things or purity. That's not always true for white either. You know, they say things like, they have sayings like white lies, where it's kind of like you're brown nosing somebody, which isn't a very good thing. You know, but it can be. You know, the bride usually wears white on their wedding. You know, a lot of people wear white to church, white for baptism, white in the summer, with Labor Day, white in Labor Day. And so white has been associated with respect, some kind of spiritual respect. White ghosts, and ghosts aren't necessarily going to be good or bad either. So it's really just, you know, how you incorporate it. You know, like white hair is gonna be, you know, you might think of somebody older or somebody with a lot of wisdom. It's probably a good word for white. And so you can always mix and match these colors in what you wear. It depends on how serious you are, you know, like what you eat or what you eat on, if you're going out with someone, or if you you know, the type of furniture that you keep around, or, you know, your jacket, something that you're going to, you know, take off and put back on. So that might be a different effect of feeling that you want to carry. When you practice this a lot, these effects kind of like shroud your personality. So I'm not saying that these are or not effective magic tricks, but the magic behind it is that when you learn to incorporate, like, when you learn to incorporate these things in your life, in your daily practice, and, you know, your emotions, you know, when you put a little bit of extra thought, like, you might have got up and said, oh, well, I'm gonna dress nice today, but did you get up and say, well, did you really think about it? You know, like, who are you gonna see today? You know, how do I want them to feel about me? How do I want to affect them? You know, when you genuinely start to care about things and people, when you seemingly do a little bit extra, or maybe a lot extra, I don't know how you are, but, you know, doing extra things like what I'm teaching, you know, tends to become a part of you. It tends to shroud your personality, and you just put a little extra thought into things, and doing this may be considered magic. And I do use the word magic because I feel like it's sort of an open term. You know, if you're Christian, you might not want to use the word magic, but I feel like this is a word that could still be open to Christianity, because, you know, you might go to a magic show and you probably wouldn't feel anything bad about watching somebody take a rabbit out of a hat, even though if you're Christian, and you probably think that magic is bad. And I just want you to be a little bit more open-minded, that I'm trying to use neutral words that won't offend other people. So I'm not trying to offend Christians either, but I'm just trying to, you know, using the pulling a bunny out of a hat example is, you know, I'm just trying to express that it's okay to be magical. These might be things that you did already, and I'm not telling you to stop doing it. If you don't like using the word magic, you might not see it in that perspective. You know, we don't all see these things the same way, but these are things that we can do to practice magic and share the light. These things are like, you know, you might use these tricks in Easter eggs. I know, not like Easter eggs like, oh, it's Easter and you're going to Easter egg hunting and the Easter bunny. I mean, like, if for content creators and stuff, they might incorporate colors as an Easter egg. So there are a lot of different ways that you can use color magic, and so, you know, it can be fun, and just let it become you, because when you think just a little bit more, you know, and you put that genuine touch into things, and that extra genuine touch into things, it's that shroud. It's the magic, that shroud. It's that part that affects you, your personality, and the people that go around you. I hope that you take this message and you use it wisely. It's probably a lot of blah 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 that you've heard in elementary school, but I just wanted to remind you about the meanings of the colors, and to try to use them in a way to affect your life and those around you, and what you would like to do with your life. You know, you can use these colors, just reminding you to use these colors. That's what they're for. That's what we see. Lights, and they say that we don't really see anything, but we see the reflections of lights off of everything, and this is, so use your color lights, your color light magic. You know, I think I've mentioned before, if you go into outer space, that they're not going, bullets aren't going to work. You're going to have lightsabers, or you know, they use light to fight like that. And but I think that if you have that concept that you can do that here, you can do that now. And it's just something fun, and it just helps you put a little extra thought and effort into dressing up. And when you do just a little bit extra, you know, that tends to have some type of encouragement on you and those around you. So just try to, you know, don't take advantage of it, but, you know, have fun. Like, sometimes people believe in things like, you know, you always got to wear black on Tuesdays or red on Fridays. This is an example that I use a lot. There are things, you know, like codes or something, you know, it's like if you see a girl walking on the sidewalk and you're a male and you're supposed to walk on the side closest to the road. Or if you're a couple and you're with a child, if you see a woman or a child, you know, and you're a male, you're supposed to walk on the side that's closest to the road. And it's just out of common respect for other people. But a lot of people might be doing these things, like on Tuesdays, a lot of people might be wearing black, and on Fridays, a lot of people might be wearing red, and it's one of those codes that people do. So, you know, and you know, like I said, that it shrouds, and it's a so it's probably more effective than what I'm making it out to be. Like I said, you know, have fun. Take care.